Hello and thanks for joining me today. I wanted to talk about an artist by the name of Peter Gilman. I found him by chance through this leisure arts book, number 16, and it covered painting outdoors. And I was really struck by his style of how he approached oil painting outdoors, actually, and watercolors. This is an artist that paints in both oils and watercolors. And this book, the leisure arts book, really goes into detail about his process and how he goes about making his paintings. Now, it starts off with an introduction, and it goes into materials and equipment. Talks about his brushes, his palette, his easel, the other equipment that he uses, his paints and his seat, and the colors he uses, his clothing. Really goes into detail. Then it has samples of paintings like this. This is just Corn Bale's demonstration, and it takes you through a step-by-step process of how he gets to the finished painting. But he paints real loose. I really like his choice of colors and the way he handles the landscape. Really nice. I like his composition, which he talks about here is framing. In other words, he drew this whole scene, but he's going to only frame this part, and that's what he has here. Talks about his seat. He's got like a little tripod seat that he sits in. This is a castle demonstration, again with the step-by-step process. From sketch to finished work. Talks about his paché box. Another demonstration. This one is an archway. He talks about his drawings, which his drawings are reminiscent of Theodore Kutsky. There's another video that I have about pencil broadsides, and this kind of is very reminiscent of that. This one I really like. This is a real simple one, just of a shoreline marina with boats. Really cool. Really like the feel. Village Street. And some of these paintings are in his other books. This is a church. This is a real small book, but it's really packed with a lot of information about the artist and his process. This is the windmill. This is the windmill that's on the cover. This is the step-by-step process of that. Now, they're not all in color. Some of them are in black and white, but there's still a lot of information here to absorb what his process is and his composition and whatnot. Clouds, real loose, but you step back and it all comes together. So he was an English artist. This book was published in 1982, so it's an older one. Because of this book, I went and found this book. And this book is very cool. It's a hardcover, it's not softcover. There's a foreword by Trevor Chamberlain, an introduction by Adrian Hill. That's Peter Gilman there, helping his students. This goes into the artist's life, where he was born, his upbringing, his schooling. He was in the service, how he became a professional artist. It goes into all the details there. Peter Gilman unfortunately took his own life, which is very sad. And this is a personal tribute by Michael Hill on that. This is him in his gallery. And the rest of the book is basically, once you get to this point, past all this forward, it's basically just plates, paintings of his watercolors and his oil landscapes. And it's just really, really cool. Full color, sample after sample of his work. Look at the storm clouds, the watercolors. Really, really, really nice stuff. And there's really not a lot of text beyond the front of the book. The rest of the book is just samples of his work. So loose, but you can see the depth in his paintings. His perspective is spot on. Even though something super simple like this, you could really feel the atmosphere and the depth of the painting. Look how simple that is. Yeah, it's so descriptive. Same with this. Just painting after painting. I just really like the feel of his paintings, the mood, the looseness. But yeah, I would definitely recommend studying him. Modeling Peter Gilman would be definitely, I think, an asset to your work. That's his daughter with her family. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review and a little bit about Peter Gilman. But yeah, either book is really good. Of course, the bigger book, the hardcover, has more samples of his work that are not in the little book. The little book is a little bit more descriptive about his process and the tools that he uses and how he goes about making his paintings. So both are very valuable. I would definitely recommend both if you wanted to study Peter Gilman and learn a little bit more about watercolors and oil landscape painting. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.